If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
Things didn't exactly go according to plan for Disney and Lucasfilm over Memorial Day weekend, as Solo, a Star Wars story, struggled to hit $103 million domestically and tanked overseas with $65 million. The film badly trailed the launch of fellow standalone Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which debuted to $155 million domestically in 2016, on its way to topping $1.056 billion globally. At its current rate, Solo may not gross much more than $400 million in all, after costing at least $250 million to produce before marketing. The poor performance of Solo is a rare occurrence for Disney, but it's still forcing the studio, which bought Lucasfilm in 2012, to re-examine its strategy for the iconic Star Wars franchise. Most box office analysts say the main problem is the fact that Solo debuted just 5 months after Star Wars: The Last Jedi hit the big screen, resulting in audience fatigue with the Star Wars extended universe. While the studio isn't giving up on its plan to release one Star Wars feature per year, insiders admit Disney and Lucasfilm aren't likely to release 2 Star Wars movies so close together again, regardless of whether they are anthology films like Solo or part of the official episodes like Star Wars: The Force Awakens and its follow-up, The Last Jedi. It is also thought that Disney will choose year-end launches rather than releasing Star Wars movies in the summer. Force Awakens, Rogue One, and Last Jedi all opened in mid-December and had no direct competition. Each did blockbuster business and were the biggest films of their respective years. Solo, meanwhile, was released only 1 week after Fox's Deadpool 2 opened to $125.5 million domestically. Deadpool 2 earned $55 million over the 4-day Memorial Day holiday weekend, money that might have gone to Solo. The Star Wars standalone also rolled out in the wake of fellow Disney Marvel monster blockbuster Avengers: Infinity War, which has amassed $621.7 million domestically and $1.9 billion worldwide. Disney distribution chief Dave Hollis suggests that Solo's underwhelming start may have been affected by those 2 preceding movies, saying, "There's a question of frequency and how many times people will go to the movies. Is this too much and too soon for a 3rd time in a 5-week period?" Hollis adds that he's hopeful Solo will enjoy a strong run over the next 2 weekends in North America, but even he hasn't tried to sugarcoat Solo's international performance so far, which includes a weak $10.1 million launch in China. "We have a lot of work to do in trying to understand this," says Hollis. "We are all over it, and we'll spend a lot of time digging into why things happened the way they did in various markets. We have a 1.5 years before Episode 9 comes out." The J.J. Abrams-directed Episode 9 doesn't open in theaters until December 2019, which gives Lucasfilm time to recalibrate before announcing its next moves. Marvel may be able to release several blockbusters in quick succession, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, and Infinity War, for example, but it seems that fans need a little more breathing space when it comes to the Lucasfilm franchise. According to Jeff Bock at Exhibitor Relations, until the Star Wars universe is firing on all cylinders like the Marvel universe, I think it would behoove them to ease their foot off the pedal in terms of spin-offs. Marvel has proven time and time again you can release movies year in and year out, but they are dealing with a cast of all new characters for the most part, while sprinkling in old favourites here and there. That's a model that would also benefit Star Wars going forward. Adds Paul DeGarabedian of Comscore, a Star Wars film is always an event with an enormous spotlight placed upon the opening weekend performance. Solo, though expected to open to bigger returns, comes a mere 5 months after the release of The Last Jedi and is part of the anthology films, a different feather than the saga series. With Episode 9, the franchise will have plenty of time to build up steam and crowd theaters like its December release brethren that have been among the most successful films of the past 5 years. To read more on this story, head to THR.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.